Alright, so in this video, Future Sailor Park was asking me about in regards to swimming, so I thought I'd make you guys a video for telling you guys about swimming information. So before I begin, I always do recommend that you familiarize yourself with swimming. Learn how to side stroke, backstroke, or breaststroke, or freestyle. Just at least be able to be proficient in one of those categories, because you do not want to be a swimmer. And a swimmer is basically the people who never really grew up with swimming, came from countries that never really had the opportunity to swim, and throughout boot camp, they spend majority of their time, spend a lot of the days swimming. A lot of times, they wake up, the first thing in the morning is they have to go swim, and then they take their tests, and they fail. One of the biggest thing was I had in my personal division, there were a lot of swimmers, and it went as far as when I was about 3 weeks in A school, the buddy of mine, he was kind of overweight, never really grew up with swimming, always failed the swim test. He finally, 3 weeks later, graduated boot camp because he passed the swim. So he was in boot camp for extra 3 months. So Future Sailor Park was asking, can you get kicked out of boot camp for not being able to swim? I'm not too sure exactly on the duration of the time, but they do give you a lot of opportunity, and they do teach you how to swim. But from what I think and from what I see, they will teach you and they will work with you until you pass. Now, if you are in there for a long time and you have made not a single progress, or later on, it turns out you have a physical defect that you can't really swim, yeah, they're going to process you out, and they're going to eventually take you out of their system in boot camp. So in boot camp, they will teach you just enough for you to not drown. So if you never swam before, they're going to teach you one simple thing, which is the elementary backstroke, which is the most simple technique that they have, and they're just going to teach you just that. And the purpose of this whole thing is to make sure that if you ever fall in water, that you know how to survive, and that you know that you're not going to drown, or if you need to fall, to jump out of the boat for any reason, that you don't have that fear of being able to jump like a 10 to 15, 20 feet from the ground. So, so to pass, there are 4 different types of swimming techniques that you can do, or in different combinations that you can also do. First thing is freestyle. Second thing is breaststroke. Third, side stroke. And lastly, like I said, backstroke. You can also do combat side stroke. So before I came into boot camp, I did take the Spec Ops PST, and I did learn how to side stroke. So that's what I personally use. So there's 5 things that you can do. So I do advise, if you really love swimming, if you like swimming, or if your job relates to swimming, you should ideally get the advanced swimmer, which is after you take your swim test, you take it again, but in this time you do all 4: freestyle, breaststroke, side stroke, backstroke, all consecutively, going across the swimming pool, which is right about like I would say 2 basketball courts, just to estimate a roundabout size. So you swim that distance. So is it difficult? Is it difficult? If you're worried about it being difficult, or if you're asking me these questions saying like, hey, is it difficult? It's not difficult. But if you're worried that you're going to fail, it just probably means that you need to work on your swimming. Okay? So the second part, one of the main part to the swimming is the jump. Basically, you're jumping right about, I think it was like 10 to 12 or 14 feet above the water, and you jump basically they want you to overcome the fear of heights for some people, which wasn't a problem for a lot of people. No one ever gets injured, no one ever dies from swimming. There's so many instructors, there's so many trained instructors in the pool that they make sure that you're doing the right thing all the time. And a lot of times, if you're not doing the proper technique for, let's say, the freestyle or the breaststroke, side stroke, backstroke, they're going to pull you over and they're going to fail you on the spot. So make sure that you have the proper technique, or it looks close to it, so they don't pull you out and make you swim, for days on time until you get it. So. So in the end, it's not difficult. Swimming is not difficult. And to answer your question, Future Sailor Park, if you're worried about not being able to pass the swim test, make sure that you get yourself familiarized with water. And they do kick you out of boot camp if you can't pass, but I haven't really heard of that ever happening. Just because someone got kicked out of boot camp because they couldn't pass their swim. So they work with you basically until you pass your swim. All right. So hope this video helped. Press that thumbs up button, like, and comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe for more. All right, guys. Have a great Navy day.